Hello and welcome to just the camera. Very late review, not this guy. He's just there for size comparison. Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Ravage. I got this guy almost a year ago. He's been kind of sitting on my shelf. And he is a interesting... Sorry about that, got a text message. Interesting figure. A very, very large deluxe. I will say this. Very, very large and very, very long. For comparison, Studio Series Devastation Optimus, he comes up to almost waist high. And I mean lengthwise, he's longer than the current deluxe. So he's a very, very big figure for a deluxe. Of course, deluxes got smaller over the years. And honestly, in my opinion, a lot worse. We'll get into that later. Anyways, we'll get in close here on the details. You got the eye, which does light pipe, but I don't have a whole lot of light in here. I don't have a flashlight with me either. So you got some metallic blues, some unpainted silver, some nice, more of that metallic blue going down the tail. Mine kind of has a limp tail. Some metallic gunmetal. You got kind of his back kind of picked out there. The guns are unpainted. They're just black with a little bit of paint. Same thing with the back. These spikes are a little rubbery. These ones are a little less rubbery. You have that lever for his gimmick. Teeth are painted. You have little silver bits on the side of the neck. There it goes. And his Decepticon symbol is in a weird spot. It's right there, right on his hips. But yeah, he has a few gimmicks in this mode. You can kind of see the Mech Alive. Make sure your fingers are in frame there. At the top there. That's about it. And then he has this gimmick, push this lever forward. It kind of, okay, push it back, not forward. And his mouth does open and his ears move back. Kind of an interesting gimmick. I miss when Deluxes had these gimmicks. Scorponok had it with his tail. Blackout had it, well, Blackout was a Voyager, but he had it with his helicopter rotors. Starscream had it where if you'd roll him across the floor or roll the wheels underneath his guns, his gun hands, they would fire and rotate. I miss when Transformers had that. Modern Transformers kind of don't have any gimmicks. They'll be like, oh, people, oh, has this? Yeah, Megatronus has the flames you can peg on him. Oh boy. A $60 figure, that's all he can do. But anyways, we'll get into articulation. Front legs are on a ball joint, so you can move outward that far, downward that far, and they are on a hinge as well, so you get lots of nice motion. Leg hinge will move back that far forward, and the claws do open and close. They are kind of tight on mine. Nothing at the head. Waist just does a 360 for reasons. There's really no way to really utilize that. Back hip is on a ball joint. It won't do a full 360 because the guns won't really move out. You have a knee joint here that moves forward that far, back that far. This joint moves back that far and down that far, and then the feet will move back that far and up all the way for transformation. Tail is on a hinge here, and then the end is on a ball joint. And then this flips out, so you kind of have a little stinger that really serves no purpose. And it's kind of dumb, but yeah. And we'll get into transformation. Let me just adjust my chair here. Sorry about that. There's a bunch of stuff behind me. I recently got some new figures in. They're on back order. But anyways, we'll get into transformation. So you want to take his arms, bring them up, rotate these, and it should kind of rotate back. And then you have the head fin, which slides in there. Make sure to close up his feet. Rotate it so it covers over. Sorry about that. This review is going to be the worst one filmed. I'm trying to hurry up and get it out. And then fold those over his face. And that's done. And I apologize, this review was going to be done last week, and I got extremely sick last week. So I appreciate your patience. Still not feeling the best. I'm trying to power through it and get this done for you guys. Take his chest, which this always scares me, because you don't want to pull it out, you want to slide it out. It's on a slider. And then it just kind of slides out on that very thin piece. You can see how really thin it is, and at the edge of the figure. So you want to take it, slide out that side, and then you kind of have him there. I'm hoping that was in frame. Slide these out for the moment. kind of get them out of the way. Take his back legs and pop them forward. And you kind of want to lay them forward like so. Take the feet, rotate them like that, bring it down. And this little circular piece will tab into this hole right here. At least it's supposed to. On mine, they kind of sort of do, but don't. There we go. And then once you have that done, just adjust the leg however you want. Same with this leg. Ignore my cat in the background getting into things. Pull it down. Rotate it forward. Splay out the leg. This knee is really tight on this side. Get that all splayed forward. Tab it in if it wants to go in. And I just messed up because the tail, I believe, has to go first. Nope, I didn't. Get it in there, just kind of work it in there. Fold that down forward. Take his guns, bring them forward. And there you have, kind of work them beneath his little spines. There you have Ravage in his reentry mode with the worst transformation I think I've ever filmed. I apologize for that. I'm probably going to re-review him either tomorrow or next week if we get the chance. But yeah, you have him in his reentry mode. Basically, he's got to transform into something, so he's a cat that is folded up into a ball. That is it. And you can adjust the legs however you really want with those legs and the knee joints and the spikes. But yeah, there you go. The hunt for the Decepticons. Let me just kick the desk here and the camera stand. The hunt for the Decepticons Legends class pulled this off much, much better. Because he almost looks like either a shark mixed with like a spaceship. Kind of like Energon Sharkticon. This figure, I love this figure. But this mode, Hasbro, this ain't it, Chief. Just like the Fallen from this line, I understand they have to transform into something, but this is just no. This isn't an alt mode. This is Ravage filleted open with his legs and his stomach, and he's covering his face. I get it. Gotta transform. It is a transformer, but personally, I kind of wish they would have just did a robot replicas, or maybe did a non-transforming Ravage packed in with something. Not saying this is a bad figure, just this mode is kind of dookie. I don't hate it, but it's, yeah. He turns into a meteorite, which sadly there is two other molds. There's Protoform Optimus and Protoform Starscream that pulled this off a little bit better. So it's kind of irksome. Those figures came out 2006, 2007. This guy came out 2 to 3 years later. And yeah, I mean, he doesn't have GPS, Skull Plastic Syndrome, which is nice because I can go like this and he's not going to turn to dust in my hand. But anyways, this has been the a very terrible quick look at the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Ravage. I'm probably going to redo him and not bump my desk and my phone stand. I apologize, guys. I'm probably going to redo this review next week with the Legends class Hunt for the Decepticons, because that's almost like a watered down Ravage, but the alt mode is much, much better. So thank you guys for watching. I will catch you next time, and I apologize for the quality of this review.